Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to October 30th, 2020. In this video, how would you like the federal government to pay you a grant of up to $1.75 million so you could fund your most innovative and world-changing yet riskiest idea that you've ever had for your small business? For 40 years, a federal government agency known as the National Science Foundation has been powering the American Seed Fund to help transform entrepreneurs' ideas into marketable products and services. The fund's focus are high-risk yet high-impact technologies that show promise yet whose success has not been validated. In doing so, the National Science Foundation disperses $200 million a year to entrepreneurs across the country. The fund's goal is to foster innovation, create American businesses and American jobs. Those companies who have been awarded grants through the American Seed Fund go on to tremendous success. And you can see some examples of these organizations on the National Science Foundation's website, portfolio page. Portfolio since 2012, American Seed Fund powered by NSF has made nearly 3,000 awards to startups and small businesses. We fund varied tech sectors, and you can see the technology topic areas, the type of businesses that they fund: advanced manufacturing, artificial intelligence, biomedical technologies, robotics, space, advanced materials, biological technologies, medical devices, wireless technologies, just to give you a few examples. In phase 2 of funding, I'll tell you about the different phases of funding available through the American Seed Fund. SBIR, that's a congressionally mandated program, the Small Business Innovative Research. Phase 2, high throughput, agile, robotic manufacturing system for tile mosaics. So apparently it appears it's a manufacturing system to produce tiles, I believe, instead of producing them by hand. Mosaic tilings, absolutely. Next, we've got Blue River Technology, Inc., SBIR Phase 2, use of machine learning techniques for robust crop and weed detection in agricultural fields. So they're using artificial intelligence to spot weeds and make agricultural production more productive. Right Hand Robotics, LLC, versatile robot hands for warehouse automation. Now, I know a number of you are like saying, listen, I just have a typical business. Perhaps, for instance, I'm just running a pizza shop, right? But let's say you had an idea to go ahead and create a pizza that does not cause any adverse health effects, because the dough is developed through some molecularly baking or some technological way in order to produce the dough where it does not spike blood sugar, there's no spikes in cholesterol. After you eat this pizza and you feel energetic, it has protein, etc. And just take it a step further. The idea is not just developing the pizza, but let's say you were to develop the manufacturing facility or the manufacturing system in order to develop the dough for the pizza. And this same manufacturing system can be used to develop dough for bread, dough for pasta, dough for other high-density carbohydrate products. And it also packages protein in the pizza in order to make the pizza, quote, healthy. So that's where you get a solid, innovative idea that, based on all the episodes that I've watched in Shark Tank, those are the ones that enjoy most success when they present their pitches to the sharks, when you've got a technology that can not only be used to develop one product, but it can be used to develop several products or to help several services become better. So for instance, Tesla is a big company, not just because it's a car company, because the way that they power these cars can also be used to power homes and other devices. So you have to think of something that could be applied in order to produce several services, several products. As I told you before, the American Seed Fund operates under congressionally mandated programs of the Small Business Innovation Research and the Small Business Technology Transfer. The American Seed Fund operates under the federal agency of the National Science Foundation, housed within the Division of Industrial Innovation and Partnerships under the Directorate of Engineering. The program manages an $8.1 billion budget. Among the most notable NSF-supported advances include Doppler radar, the internet, the World Wide Web, web browsers, barcodes, magnetic resonance imaging, MRIs, inkjet printers, computer-aided design systems, tissue engineering, and other technology-based innovations that can spur economic activity and enhance the lives of all Americans. So the first step is to submit a project pitch. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. So right now, as soon as you submit a project pitch, you may receive an invitation from the National Science Foundation to submit a proposal. And this proposal is so you can be awarded a grant of up to $256,000. This is phase 1 of the funding. This is funding that you can use between 6 and 12 months of the development of your world-changing idea, of your innovative idea. 6 to 12 months of funding. Once you exhaust the initial $256,000 in funding and you fulfill certain eligibility requirements, you have to ensure that you explore your product's market fit. You have to determine your product's feasibility. You have to design and develop your prototype. You have to identify regulatory and legal issues, and you have to draft a plan to scale and market your technology. So once you fulfill this criteria, you may be eligible after the 6 to 12 months and you've exhausted the initial $256,000 grant. You may be eligible to apply for a grant of up to $1 million if you require more development of your idea. That's just for research and development. Now, you can use this money for research and development costs, which include materials, which includes supplies, which includes salaries and wages for workers, fringe benefits, etc. But you can't do it for intellectual property, or marketing costs, or for business development costs. So you can use it for all these particular, and you have to also remember that if you are awarded this, you still retain full control of your team, of your technical vision, of your business strategy, and the resulting intellectual property. The federal government does not take any ownership or control in your IP or equity in your company. It's just a grant that is given to you. So if you're awarded through the phase 2 funding, the grant of up to $1 million for 24 months, during this period, you can also apply for supplements of up to $500,000 for a grand total of grants of up to $1.75 million to fund your innovative idea. The $500,000 supplements equate to a 50-cent match on behalf of the National Science Foundation for every $1 in qualifying revenues or business investments in your company. So let's get right to the pitch. That's the first step. And remember, once you submit this pitch, you want to do it right away. The National Science Foundation will notify you within 3 weeks' time whether they want to invite you to go ahead and take the next step, which is to submit the proposal. So you are now currently in the September to December proposal period. So you have to do it as soon as you watch this video until the end, and you click the like and the subscribe button and click the bell notification to stay on top of business grants that I stay on, that I find out, that I encounter, and I'll go ahead and communicate to you so you can go ahead and apply for them and get much needed funding for your businesses so you can save your businesses, keep your employees off payroll so they can save and feed their families to ultimately save this country. Then I'll go ahead and tell you. So anyway, so this is the application page, and the application page, this is where you want to submit the pitch, because remember, they have 3 weeks to go ahead and get back to you. So if you do it now, you're still a little over a month in the current window to go ahead and submit a proposal. So they'll let you know within 3 weeks' time whether they'll invite you to submit that proposal. So it reads, see what we fund, things that are transformative, high risk, market pull, scale, that they can scale. Technology topic areas, we saw examples of this on their portfolio page. Advanced manufacturing, advanced materials, artificial intelligence, wireless technologies, etc. Your eligibility, you have to have a small business and you have to have a business legal entity. So you have to go ahead and launch, you have to formalize a business legal entity, an LLC. You have to incorporate your business, get an employee ID number, so a tax ID number. You have to get that through the IRS. And this website also has links to where you can go ahead and apply for those things in the event that you don't have that legal entity established as yet. Determine eligibility. At least 50% of your company's equity must be owned by U.S. citizens. Fewer than 500 employees. So your business eligibility is you have to be a small business based off the Small Business Administration's definition of a small business that you guys have already submitted applications for the economic injury disaster loan and grants. You already know what those are, but if you need more information, there's links on the webpage that'll show you that. You preview the project pitch. So preview information we look for in the project pitch, so that they have a preview. So this will basically tell you, this page tells you how you should draft your pitch that I'm going to show you how you submit right now. The required pitch, okay, the technology innovation, that should be 500 words of what is the innovation, the technical objectives and challenges up to 500 words, the market opportunity, the company and team up to 250 words. And again, this is the submission window. This is the current submission window, September 4th, 2020 through December 3rd, 2020. So you still have time. As soon as you watch this video, click the subscribe and click the bell notification. Go ahead and submit this project pitch ASAP. And you submit your pitch. Here's the online form. I've gone ahead and filled some of the fields already. So you enter in your email, Mike at Carbotic, with our hypothetical example of the manufacturing facility that develops healthy carbs, healthy foods, okay? Company zip, 224 AZ. You enter in your own information, of course. It's advanced manufacturing. Click the next button. All right, is this project pitch a technology that was previously? No. Has your company received prior NSF SBI? No. Does your company currently have a full phase? No, we don't have proposals under review. That's another thing. Even if you are not awarded this grant and you get through the proposal process, a group of technical and commercial experts will go ahead and review your proposal and provide detailed, actionable feedback. So you'll be able to go ahead and take your idea perhaps to a next level and perhaps submit another proposal during the next submission window in the event you're not awarded the grant. So regardless of what, you're not going to lose anything, and you may get some valuable information in order to enhance your pitch or your innovative idea to give it some commercial and technical merit. Briefly describe the technology innovation, up to 500 words. I believe I wrote it, but I did not. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Let's write it real quick. Manufacturing facility to develop healthy, protein enriched carbohydrate foods, I guess, protein rich and low glycemic carbohydrate foods, right? Is that something? Low glycemic load. Okay. Technical objectives and challenges. Developing the process for molecular baking or production alternatives. Market opportunity. I'm not sure if this stat is correct, but I'll just go ahead and say it. Over 200 million Americans suffer from obesity. I'm not sure if that's correct. Don't knock me if I'm wrong. Suffer from obesity, and the world said that eating low glycemic load foods can help stop obesity. All right, whatever. Briefly describe the company and team. We have a team of 2 bakers and 1 mechanical engineer. 1 mechanical engineer, and I am the CEO. How did you first hear about our program? Social media. Okay, eligibility information. I'm not a robot. This takes a while, I believe, because I actually submitted one. If it takes too long, I'm just going to show you the thank you page. Crosswalks, let's see, bang, bang. I think they'll pass a stimulus bill by the time we're done verifying that we're not robots, which doesn't mean that's anytime soon. Try again later. You may be sending automatic queries. All right, whatever. This is the thank you page. Thank you for submitting your company's program pitch to America's Seed Fund, powered by the National Science Foundation. National Science NSF's Small Business Innovation Research, a Small Business Technology Transfer Program. And then this is just basic. You can go ahead and read the rest of this note. They'll give you a number. There's actually a number for another pitch that I submitted just to test, just so I could ensure that I wouldn't run into any surprises when I was walking you through the process. And also keep in mind, the National Science Foundation will assign a program director to ensure that that person can coach you and guide you throughout the entire process. They also provide templates so you can submit financials and other forms of reporting to communicate to the National Science Foundation that you're fulfilling all of the eligibility requirements. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know what you think. Drop your comments and feelings in the comment section below. Watch this video right here for more stimulus and grant coverage. Click the like button if you like the video. Click the subscribe button and click the bell notification to stay on top of my findings when I upload them. May God bless you. May God bless the United States of America and everybody else on this planet. Talk soon.